Hello, my name is Design Ghost and welcome to another episode of our design series where we learn everything design. If you are new here and you've not subscribed to our channel yet, kindly subscribe to our channel and don't forget to put us on post notifications so that you do not miss any amazing content we post here. Today is another tutorial and another journey into the UI UX design world. We are going to learn how to build a gym fitness app UI in Figma. So without wasting too much of a time, let's get right into the video. So we launch our Figma, and because it's an app, we are going to bring in a mobile device frame. So we are going to select frame and we are going to choose the iPhone 16. So we have our iPhone 16. So we are going to add a rectangle. So we draw a rectangle and use it as our background. Great. Change the fill color to black. Let's rename this frame and call it logo. And these are the resources that we are going to use for this particular tutorial. If you want to get these resources to follow along, in the description is a link to our Telegram page where you can find links to download all these resources for free. I'm going to drag and drop that into our scene. We are going to reduce it so that it fits in. Now let's reduce the opacity to 43. Right. You can select the tool, right click to frame selection. You can call this background. Now we can lock that. We open our resources again and bring in this dumbbell, drop it into our scene. Let's go back and reduce it. We are going to add the name of the gym. So we select the text tool, we click, and it's called Iron and Oak Fitness. Say Iron and Oak Fitness. And the typography, we are going to use a font called Space Go Text. And now the font size in UI, we have something we call H1, H2, H3. All those are font sizes, and there is a website that addresses the size you are supposed to use for H1, H2, H3, H4, small paragraphs and others. All right. So designers, web developers also use this website, and this website is called the Type Scale. So this is the website, and you can see H1 2.986 rem. This is for web, but we want in pixels because Figma uses pixels. So H1 47.78 px and all that. So we are going to use H2 for all our headings, and H2 is 39 px. Okay, so let's go back to our working space, and then we can type 39. The line height, we can also keep it at 39. Let's select And now we can change the color to this very color, and the hex is E1FF00. Sorry, E1, and that's the hex code. So we can save this particular typography so that we can use it. So we add and we call it H2 because it is H2. Create style. Now we can position it down. Now we can group the two. Frame selection. Position that in the middle. Position that. We can call it content. And that's it. We are done with the logo page. But before we continue, we are going to create a folder. We are going to create a folder, and we are going to name it the name of the font we are using, space this way. When we share our files with anybody or invite anybody to edit, the person will be able to know the particular font we are using to edit our work. So all our fonts, we are going to use this same font style, and they are all going to fall under this folder. So I can unlock this layer so that I'll be able to duplicate it, move, and we don't need these things. I'm going to delete them. Oops. Great. We can call this welcome. Now we open our resources, we drag and drop again. We can reduce it. So that is great. That is great. So we are going to reduce the opacity to 82. Great. But we want to be able to write here. So what we are going to do is to put a rectangle here and use a gradient, make a part black, and then the other side transparent. So let's do that. Fill. For fill, we choose gradient, and it is in the direction we want. So we just change the colors to black, and this part we make it transparent to 0. Now we can increase the gradient. Let's increase the shape. Increase the shape. Go into the linear again. So we are going to add attest to this. But before that, we are going to bring in our grid so that the text that we are going to add, the margins that we are going to leave, are going to be the same throughout our project. Okay, so we are going to select the frame, we are going to go down layout guide, then we are going to add layout guide. Myself, it's the columns that work well for me, so columns. And the count, we are going to use 5. We are going to use white. We are going to increase it to about 45 so that it will be a bit visible. The margins, we are going to say 50. Great. So now we can place our text using these grid, and it's going to help us. It's going to help us so that the text or the margins are going to be consistent. So we are going to write the same iron and oak thickness. So we are going to hold Alt to duplicate and bring it into this frame. Let's position it here, grab our text to align to the left. Let's see what's happening. We can position it well. Great. Let's take this out of the background. I will select our text again. Then we'll type a little welcoming message. So we are going to type welcome. To iron and oak. Full stop. Let's format this text before we continue. So we are going to detach this because that is not the formatting that we want. We are going to use regular. We are going to use 16, which is paragraph according to the type scale, and then we are going to make the line height also 16. Gonna position it. Now we can continue to type. Your community for sustainable strength and vibrant energy. Right. So we are going to save this typo too. And we are going to call it P for paragraph. Great. And we are done with this page 2. Now we can go into the page, select iron and oak, welcome, select both, and we can frame selection and name it test. Great. So because we are going to need most of the things in this particular page, we are going to hold Alt and duplicate the frame. Then we are going to select the image, the rectangle, and the text, and we are going to move them up Now we are going to draw a rounded rectangle on top. Let's put it on top. Select these things again. Let's move it a bit up. Great. Now we are going to edit this and we are going to call it sign in. Let's edit this, call it welcome back. Let's edit that too and call it and say glad to see you back. Sign in to access your account. I will hold Alt and duplicate that. Let's delete it for now and duplicate this first one. Change the color to black. Great. And we don't want it to be as big as the H2, so we are going to make it H4, and according to the type scale, H4 is 27, so we are going to change it to 27. We are going to detach it first. We are maintaining everything that it has, just that we are going to change the font size to 27, the font size, sorry, to 27, and the line height to also 27. And we are going to edit that, and we are going to say access your account. So you can take it a bit up, and this we are going to make the edges very round, and we are going to extend this because we don't want the bottom to be shown. Bring this a bit down. I'm going to add a rectangle. We are going to take off the fill, add the stroke, and give it rounded corners called the corner radius about 10. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so it was behind. We bring it to the front. Now we select this. Hold Alt to duplicate. We change the color to black. We take it to the top. Enter your email. You're going to decrease the opacity. To about 80. Let's position it. And now let's select that in the rectangle and let's frame selection. We'll call it button. We want to reduce this a bit from the paragraph, so we are going to call it small. So we select that, we go to typo, then we change it from 16 to 13, and that is small according to the type scale. So we can add that up. So small. And now we can duplicate, hold Alt and duplicate, hold Alt and duplicate. So we are going to grab our text tool, forgot password, just to get it to the top, typo, then we are going to make it bold because we want this one to be a bit thicker. Right, then we duplicate this button, we hold Alt to duplicate it, bring it down. So we added this and we call it sign in. And we select the rectangle, we make the fill visible, fill to black, and the sign in we change the color to white. Let's go look for H6 because we want this to be a bit bigger and we don't want to use H4 as big as this. So let's go to the type scale and let's see H6 is 19, which is going to fit well. So we'll come back, we change it to 19. Let's type it, make it bold, and we are going to add it. So we are selecting the text and the rectangle, and then we are going to select auto layout so that it's going to center the text into the middle. Let's see what we've got so far. Rectangle, to forget password, we are going to move it up a bit to create some space down here. Let's move it up a bit. Now we have a bit of space, so we can duplicate this. Then we'll replace it with don't have an account, sign up. Let's make sure it's in the middle. We're going to duplicate that. Sign up. Typo, and let's use H6. Let's make sure it's in the middle as well. Now we are good to go. Let's select all these frame selection and call it test. Select all of that frame selection and call it content. Now we can frame this frame selection and we can call it container. Great. So we are going to need most of these things, and we are going to change some few things. So we just have to hold Alt, select the frame and duplicate that. Now let's apply the changes. So we replace this with join. This is amazing. Take your fitness to the next level. Now we continue to this part. Sign up. So we select these buttons. So we'll move it a bit up. Test button. Move that a bit down. Let's go into test. Forgot password. Let's delete that. Hold Alt. Select this. Hold Alt. Duplicate. Make sure it's in the middle. Re-enter your password. Now we have to change this to I have an account. Then we change this to sign in. Great. Now we are going to add a back button here. Now we are going to add a back button here so that we can move back. But before that, let's select the frame and change it to sign up. The name of it. So we open our resources and we bring the icon in. So our icon is facing right, but we want it to face left, so we are going to mirror that on a horizontal way so that it faces the left. So first of all, we have to take the grids off, so we are going to select the frames and take the grids off. After taking the grids off, we are going to change the interface to prototype. And now when we select a frame, it can link it to another frame. And it gives us some options how we want it to appear. So this is on top. We've got some few options here. Navigate to another options there, and a whole lot. But on top, we want to maintain the on top. All right, so on top it moves to the next page. So welcome to sign up page, and then this, the trigger, we are going to say that touch up, so it is going to move in from the base to the top. All right, then we are going to move on to the sign in page. Then in the sign in page, we are going to also link that to the sign up page, and we are going to say that it should mouse enter. That's it. So we have to connect anytime the sign up is being clicked. A zoom. Anytime sign up is being clicked, it should move to sign up, and then same thing for sign in, it should also move back. Great. So now I think we are done with the basic. Okay, so the back, we need to select the icon too, and we are going to tell it that anytime it is being hit, it should come back to sign in, and it's also on top. Okay, so let's add an animation to the welcome. So we click on this arrow, then animation instant, we say dissolve, so that from the welcome page to the sign up page, it dissolves into it. All right, so let's preview and see what is happening. And this brings us to the end of our UI UX design journey. Part 2 is on the way, so stay tuned. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful, and don't forget to share for others to also benefit. If you've watched up to this point and you've not subscribed to our channel yet, kindly subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to put us on post notifications so that you do not miss any amazing content we post here. My name is Design Ghost, and see you in the next episode. Bye.